morning folks, and welcome to another vlog from Homes at Heart. So today I'm going to be tackling this. So we've got two of these fireplaces in the house, and obviously the plastering's been done now, but we did want to make sure that we preserved these original fireplaces. We've got one in the front bedroom and one also downstairs in the dining room, which has some really beautiful blue tiles on there. So I want to clean it up today, that's the plan. I'm no expert, so I am going off guidance on YouTube. So it needs to be cleaned up, because what I think has happened, now I've looked at it a little bit more, I actually thought that this was just plaster residue. And I don't think it is. I think it's rust, because I think what they've done is wiped it down with a wet cloth when they've done it and tried to tidy up. And obviously it's left that's a dog barking outside, not Theo. I've got the windows open in here, see, because obviously I'm trying to still vent the space. So yeah, I think that's what's happened. I think it's rusted. So after a bit of research, it said to use like a wire brush. So that's what I'm going to have a go at. I've got some cloths down here as well, and I've got a bit of a softer bristle brush as well to try and clean it up as much as I can. And then what I've got also is this stove polish. I got this off Amazon. So the reviews on this and the photos looked really, really good. Like literally these coming up like they were brand new. So it takes it back to its proper black finish. So hopefully it's going to get rid of all these rusty bits and imperfections. So you just put this on with a microfiber cloth, it says, and just apply it all over in a circular motion, and it literally should just bring it back up. So a bit closer if you want to see what that is. I'll pop the link below if anyone's interested in getting it. We'll see if it works. So yeah, we're going to give this a go and see what happens, but I'm fingers crossed I can get it to look just a little bit more back to life. Really, it's just a little bit dusty, and it needs a little bit of TLC, I think. So come with me and let's have a go at restoring this beautiful Victorian fireplace. The first thing I'm going to do is try and clean it up. So I'm going to pop some gloves on, just because it's using wire brush, and let's see if we can. Don't really know where to start, to be honest. I don't even know if it's better to just brush it down to get the dust off. It's quite dusty. I'll do the top after. I'm surprised. I really didn't know that that was dust. I genuinely thought it was rust. Sorry, I genuinely thought it was plaster. Gosh, it's so dirty and all the little cracks. I think this is what's going to take the time. You know what, the wire wool does actually work quite well. Look, it got that bit off there. Let me show you on this bit. 2 seconds, I just need to adjust the tripod. It does come off. It does get rid of all the blemishes on there. It's just really tricky to get around these edges. I might just have to put the stuff over that. I think the brush isn't thin enough. As long as the front comes up though. Gosh, I tell you what, I think that looks different already. That's without even having the stuff on there. Right, I'm going to carry on using the wire brush to do these bits, and let's get into these crevices and see how that comes up. But this is looking promising. The only bit is, I don't know what to do here. So can you see here? I really don't want to have to be, look, there's just loads of muck behind here, obviously, from the chimney. It doesn't look, obviously it's like got wedged over the years because there's a bit of debris in there. And I mean, you can keep doing it, but it just keeps coming. And obviously that's just going to create mess. So I don't really know if you just keep going and see how much comes. I mean, it could be. You can't pull it the other way though. You can only push it up. Oh, there we go. Oh, I don't want to break it. You can push it back. Obviously there's going to be loads of crap in there. There better not be any spiders. See, can you see in there? I don't know if you can actually. Just debris. But obviously that, just look at that. I'll get the hoover in a minute because I'm making a right mess. Yeah, I don't know what to do there. Do I just keep going? I might just keep, oh, it's just going to keep coming, I think. I'm only going to be able to do the best that I can. Oh, that, every time you think that you've got it out, more keeps coming. So I don't know what to do to stop that. It almost needs like a little seal, because we're never gonna use this fireplace as a working fireplace. It's just the gap's just big enough for everything to come down. Look at the mess. I cannot believe how different that looks already. Look at the difference, that's insane. I can't obviously get right to the edges because of the plaster, but I'm hoping that this stuff helps with that. It's got a little bit on here, but never mind, this wall's going to be wallpapered, I think, anyway. Just need to do this grate now. Just debating whether it has to come off or not. I'm really hoping it doesn't, to be honest. Although it's quite dirty in there, but I don't want to take it off and then not be able to get it on again. So I might just have a go with it as it is. I just did a tiny bit inside here, but I think this will come up when we start putting the stuff on there. So the main thing was I wanted to get that rust off, and that's come off really, really well. So I'm absolutely chuffed with that, because I didn't think that'd come off. I thought, oh no, I don't know what I'm going to do there. So I'm going to carry on. Let's do the grate, clean it all down. I've got some clean cloths, and then we'll do a little tester, maybe like in here with the stove-topped stuff, and we'll see how we get on. Thought it'd be quite difficult to get in there, and it was. I do think the stuff is going to bring it up though, so I'm going to just give it a good brush down again, give it a wipe, give it a proper hoover, and then we'll do a little test. My top tip already is if you're doing a job like this, buy lots of gloves. These ones, cheapo ones from B&M or somewhere, because I've already got through. This is my 5th pair already. So the others are absolutely filthy. It's quite a messy job actually. Just be prepared for that. The black dust gets everywhere. So I'm going to tackle using this now. As I said earlier, off Amazon, so just search for stove polish, it should come up. I think it was about £12.99 for this tub, which is 250ml, and apparently a little goes a long way. So let's get it open and let's see what it looks like. Okay folks, so it's like black tar. So it's obviously very pigmented. And yeah, it gets everywhere straight away as soon as you open it, so bear that in mind. So I'm just going to try a little corner just to see what it looks like. I might have to go and get some more microfiber cloths. I have got a couple downstairs. So I'm just going to try it, I think, in this corner here and see what it does. So I'm just going to put a bit on this cloth here. Now I don't know how much is a little. I'm going to try this. And then it says to rub it in a circular motion. Oh, I see. Okay. Okay, so it's quite thin. And yeah, I can see it will go a long way actually. Oh, and it keeps going. Right, okay. And it does say if you have got discoloration or rust, you can go over it, but you have to make sure it's completely dry before you do that. So I'm really conscious now I've cleaned this that all those little bits are going to still drop down, so I want to be quite careful. Okay, so the cloth makes it quite easy to get into the little nooks and crannies, but I get why you have to wear gloves. Don't do this without anything on your hands. Right, so it's gonna, looks like it's gonna soak in quite quick. Judging by that little bit. Oh no, just dip the other end in. I didn't want to do that. Right, we're gonna have to do this now. This cloth might be a bit big. Okay, so it's drying already. I'm wondering if I won't be able to necessarily tell on that inside. I can tell a little bit, but I thought it would I thought it'd be shinier for longer so you could see what you were doing. I can see that it's covered it though. If you look really closely, you won't be able to see it on the camera. Right, let me just sort myself out and then we'll keep going. Let's see what it looks like. folks, I am so impressed with that. The only thing to note, it stains. So obviously we're decorating in here, so it's not as much of a problem, but I guess if you were doing this and you'd already got your walls painted, then be warned, it's quite hard to do that around the edges with the microfiber cloth. So it doesn't mention on the packaging anything to do with a paintbrush, but this fireplace has so many intricate details. I can't get into, say, like that corner down there without using a paintbrush. Same with this one, and then a few bits on the edges and under here. So I'm going to go in with a paintbrush just ever so lightly, just to finish the edges. I also can't get down here properly without using a paintbrush, so I'm going to do that. But wow, what a difference for £12.99. And there's, look, I've only used like a smidgen. I'm really impressed. Just gone in and done all of the little nooks and crannies. What a difference. So now I'm just going to wait for it to dry. So I'm going to go have a lunch break now, and then I'm going to come up and see what it looks like then once it's had half an hour or so. And then I can see patches where it's probably going to need another coat, especially down the bottom here. I can see that already. But not bad coverage really. I think there is going to be some little bits of rust that might continue to go through, but I don't mind that. It is God knows how many years old. And then I've just done the top. I just went along the edge with the paintbrush to try and neaten it up a little bit. But wow, look at it from a distance. It's not even dry yet. Honestly, I'm so impressed. I think that looks absolutely amazing. So yeah, let's see what it's like in half an hour. So I've given it just over half an hour, and I can see a few patches now, which I know I'm going to go over in a second. This is why you probably don't use the brush, because it's done this. So I'm going to go over, unless it's just because it isn't completely dry. I don't know what to do. I don't know if to just leave it until tomorrow and then go over it again once it's dry. I think I might do that, you know. I don't want to go over it and then like rub off what's already there. So I think if I give it a full 24 hours, then I can just come back tomorrow and just give it another coat with the cloth and leave the brush alone then, because it seems to have worked pretty well on these little details. I can just see little bits, which I don't know if the camera will pick up. Can you see there? There's a few bits down here that probably just need going over a little bit, and then obviously the top. So I think that's the plan. I think I'm going to leave it and then come back to it tomorrow. Right folks, so it's day 2 and it's dried okay actually. Just looking at this top here, it's not too bad. So I'm hoping that when I do this last coat in a second, it's going to look okay. I don't plan on going into any of these little nooks and crannies again. I think that's covered okay. I can just see it a little bit down these main strips, go over the bottom bits here, and of course the top, and I think we'll be about there. done. I think that it will blend in okay at the top, to be honest. It isn't going to be perfect, but gosh, it looks better than it did before. So I'm really pleased with it, actually. I think it's come up really, really good. And for £12.99, to get it from what it looked like before to now, I think that's a massive, massive improvement. So yeah, it just needs to dry now. It'll need another 24 hours, I imagine. I've got some little bits on the plaster, but as I said, I'm hoping that this wall's going to be wallpapered anyway, to be honest. So yeah, all done. Super, super chuffed. I think it looks great. Right, folks, I'm going to call this one it. So thank you very much for coming along whilst I did a little bit of work on this absolute beauty. So yeah, I have got the one down in the dining room as well, which I will tackle at some point, but I've currently got a whole bathroom in the dining room, so that won't be happening just yet. But if anybody is looking to do the same thing or has got some of these old fireplaces and wants to spruce them up, I'd definitely recommend this stuff. No affiliate with it or anything like that. I just think it's worked really, really well, and the price was just great. Like I say, £12.99. Get yourself some microfiber cloths. Make sure you've got loads of disposable gloves to hand. And yeah, you just rub it on. And yeah, a wire brush as well. So obviously if you've got any rust there, that worked really, really well scrubbing that off, as you can see. So I'm super, super pleased. The plan will be, once I've decided what kind of decor I'm ultimately going with for this room, I do want to get probably some tile stickers, probably for this. I don't really plan on taking them up and replacing them, but you can get quite a lot of decent stickers now, and I'd quite like a bit of pattern there maybe. So I'm on the bit of a lookout once I decide ultimately what colour theme's going to go in here, to yeah, stick some tile transfers onto here and just spruce that up a little bit as well, because I think that'll make a massive difference. And then I probably will, once obviously the room's done, do a little bit of styling here. Any suggestions, please pop them in the comments. Nothing much, nothing that's going to be too much of a dust arbourer. The less cleaning, the better. But yeah, I might put something in here, something with a bit of light. Not sure. Any suggestions, let me know. Do you style yours? What do you pop in the grates? Anything like that. But yeah, super simple really. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. If you do like this type of content and kind of the home renovation lifestyle type vlogs, then please do think about subscribing to the channel, and please do think about clicking that notification bell so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. There's still loads to come on the channel, so please do stay tuned. But thank you very much for watching today. I'm super, super pleased with how this has turned out, and let me know if you give yours a go, and whether you use that stove polish product, 'cause it's fantastic. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the Homes at Heart channel again very, very soon. Bye for now.